The road to starting over is rocky. It's bumpy, full of puddles, hills, potholes. Sometimes it starts raining, so we gotta go back and get our umbrellas. But even though it's not a smooth path, it's a path of moving forward and exploring what can make our lives better. I really want to start by saying how grateful I am for you coming into my life and spending your time with me while we go on this starting over journey together. Life comes with ups and downs, and I hope sharing them with you might be helpful, maybe even a little therapeutic. When we start over, it's usually because something difficult happened in our lives. We lose a job, go through a divorce, lose a loved one, so many different circumstances. And we have to grieve that loss, and that can take some time. If we don't fully grieve, we could go numb, and that actually makes it very difficult to get out of our current situation. It's easy to get stuck. Let your emotions out so you can get unstuck. When I was laid off in 2020, I remember being shocked. I didn't see it coming. I had left my really great stable job to a new job that laid me off 6 months after I started. I left that great job to cut back on my commute time so that I could be closer to my teenage daughter and my mom, who was very sick. I imagine that when people get laid off, they must have so many different reactions to that moment. I remember that I cried. I remember looking my creative director in the eye and said, I left a great job to come here, and now this. I'm 56 years old and we're in lockdown. How am I going to find another job? How can I support me and my daughter? On one hand, I didn't want to show my vulnerability to these people because they really didn't deserve to know how I felt. But on the other hand, I actually think it was okay for me to show my frustration, anger, and sadness to them. So yeah, these are the feelings I had after being laid off, and I spent that long period of lockdown being scared, frustrated, and sad. I felt old and discarded. I felt like a failure. I didn't plan to make this video to be all about being laid off. I do have a video about this, and I'll put the link in the description below. I just wanted to say that we have lows in our lives where bad things happen. And we need to take time and space to feel all the emotions that go with it. I've always put a lot of value in how hard I work and also the quality of my work. Maybe if I didn't value it so much, it wouldn't have hurt as much. But because I have that value in what I do, it really drove me to find something else. So that's when I started over. The road is bumpy and rocky. Sometimes I fail at something and I have to start again. I tried freelancing and that was okay. I definitely liked being my own boss, but I was very tired of design and advertising, and I didn't want to continue on that same old path. I really wanted to do something else. I applied to different kinds of jobs, but the thought of starting over at the bottom and trying to work my way up at age 56 or 57 wasn't truly what I wanted to do. I even tried creating my own products and selling them on Etsy, but this was very time intensive with very little return on investment. I would make a sale every day or every other day, and it wasn't enough So I closed my shop. Perhaps I should have kept it open longer, but I felt that I needed to keep exploring. I actually have some more ideas for an Etsy shop, so I might try it again later. We'll see if I have enough time. All this exploring led me to open my own business and eventually start my own YouTube channel. And while I no longer make a six-figure income, I live frugally and minimally so that I can have freedom and independence while making money to support myself. This can lead me into my retirement, and I can eventually turn my streams of income into money-making hobbies. I thought I would share some of the things that are working for me, because if I can start over and make changes, you definitely can too. My discretionary income is tight, so I have to be very choosy about what I spend my money on. After paying for all of my necessities, I use my spending money on my gym membership, my Japanese drumming group, Netflix, Hulu, and occasionally going out to lunch with friends. I don't need a fancy car, expensive clothes, or jewelry. These things aren't important to me. But everyone's idea of what's important is different, so we all need to be choosy about what we want to spend on. I'm lucky to be living in this basement granny flat with my daughter Kelsey, Justin, and Malia. Also lucky to have a few streams of income, a retirement IRA that I still contribute to, and I'm still healthy at the age of 60. I'm very grateful for all of this, and I don't want to take it for granted. Focusing on my health and work-life balance will be a priority for me in the coming year. I really can't cut back on my businesses, so I need to learn how to work smarter and not waffle and waste so much time. When we have our own businesses, this can really be a problem. For my YouTube channel, I really want to continue to grow, learn from you what kind of content you value. So please leave me your video topic ideas, which of my videos you like and don't like. For example, do you like tips and how-to videos or vlogs that show more about my daily life? Or just keep mixing it up? All of this is really helpful for me. As far as my health, I want to create more healthy habits so that I can be more consistent with making and eating healthy, nourishing food. Learning about fasting, cutting back on sugar, maybe exploring some recipes. I also want to lose some weight, but I want to make sure that I don't make the mistake of yo-yo dieting again. So I really need to focus on lifestyle changes rather than dieting. And finally, I would like to increase the time that I spend exercising, but at the very least, keep going to the gym twice a week and keep walking Sven. This is the time of year where we can do a lot of self-reflection. I've been thinking about how I've been doing since I've been laid off in 2020. So many life changes, good and bad, but mostly good. Since starting over, my life has really improved, and I want to stay on this rocky road of life as long as possible. There are so many amazing things to look forward to. If you're looking for more videos about starting over and how it can really change your life, please check out my playlist. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.